All right, welcome back to today's episode of City Skylines. So this is an area I was kind of putting off for a while. It was kind of to the, I guess, what we could consider the north side of downtown now, as I was kind of saying that for that manufacturing area. But this is going to be kind of an area that I was kind of putting off for a while because there's kind of this slope down to the river. And I really didn't know, how it would look. It really wasn't that bad of a slope, but I just, it was like an area where I was like, well, I have all this flat area. I'm just gonna work on that right now. And then I also wanted to kind of get on the other side of our main highway in the town, just to kind of make it look nice, kind of improve the look a little bit. So I kind of built this road around. This might actually become more of like a ring road around the whole city. It intersects with that, but I don't know if it's going to intersect and end at that road over, yeah, that road right there I just connected to, or if it's going to continue on. I kind of want to put a park in or, a hospital or something in that area. So I don't know if it really makes sense to continue it on. But in terms of traffic, it would definitely be a really good idea too. So, yeah, I kind of curved this road down. I kind of was playing around with, where it should end and start curving and everything. But I think this area looked really good how it turned out. This episode is probably gonna be a little bit shorter, or maybe even quite a bit shorter than what I would normally do because I had recorded the session after, if I did like a time lapse like I did on the last episode, um went back and kind of just walked through and talked through and just kind of cleaned up a few things. I did that, but my audio didn't record because I think during this time lapse I muted everything. Honestly, I'm not sure why I did, but I did. So, and I think I forgot to unmute it, or it could have been RTX voice that could have had some issues as well, which has been an ongoing problem for me. It's a good piece of software, but every once in a while it just decides not to work. So it's pretty good. But yeah, I left this kind of open area over here. I think this might be, I know I've been talking about it for a while, like putting an apartment complex or something like that. But I think this might be the area because the other areas I had talked about, I was like, yeah, that'd be a really good area. But at that same time, it's like, that's really small. So I really didn't want to worry about that. But yeah, so I just went down through here, upgraded the roads, kind of continued the kind of zigzag median with the turn lane down the middle. This is actually probably going to get ripped out here pretty soon. I've recorded a couple episodes since I've done this time lapse, and the traffic is just getting a nightmare in this area. So this is probably going to be upgraded at some point. But we'll cross that road when when we get there, I guess, pun intended. But yeah, I really do like this area. So then after this is done, you'll see I'll go back and I'm going to touch up some of the schools. Someone had recommended to put in fences around the school, which actually I had had talked about in previous episodes of doing, but I completely forgot. So I really do appreciate you bringing that up because it actually makes the schools look really good and puts a nice little touch on everything and makes everything look really nice. So, um, yeah, overall, like I said, I really like how this area turned out. And if you guys have any other suggestions or anything, feel free to leave them down below. I definitely am welcome to suggestions because I'm pretty good with building in here, but I mean I'm sure there's stuff I can learn or things I don't think about, which that's the joy of YouTube. If you guys would just hit the subscribe button and the like button, it really does help me out. If you like these videos, I'd really appreciate it if you would do that. Not only does it help me out, helps the channel grow, and just kind of shows me that you guys like these, as well. So, I would definitely appreciate that if you take the time to do that. But yeah, so I'm just going in here, kind of finish up the zoning. I noticed that there was an issue with the node being too close here, so I kind of redid this area a little bit just to because I knew that was going to cause issues. So it was going to either cause issues with traffic, like having to stop there, or it was going to cause like spawning issues, or something. It was going to cause issues. So I already know this game. I played this game for many years now since it came out, so I have a pretty good understanding. Here, I decided to leave a little bit of space. This is what I normally do in cities. Even in the downtown area where there's like a grid, I'll usually put like a little bit of space, at least like one or two spaces between the buildings. But I haven't been doing that just because it's a lot of work to do that. And we're just, we've been just needing to kind of grow this city. So I ended up moving the water plant as well. I don't know why I connected the road over here. There was a simple road over there, if you just saw, I could have connected to. But here we are doing the fence now that I was talking about. Again, thank you for that great suggestion. I would have completely forgot about it. Trying to do fences in this game sometimes it's I don't know. It can be kind of frustrating trying to line everything up. I've seen some other videos where they have a lot easier time, but I think those are like actual fences that are able to be drawn. These are, just like set props. But I really like this kind of chain link fence. There's not many options actually for like chain link fences or, just kind of fence options on the store. But here I was just kind of adjusting a few things, getting it ready for having the fence come through. But yeah, just trying to get these to line up. It can be so frustrating because, you're on a pivot, so you kind of got to get it right, and line it up and then get it at the right angle as well. It helps when you can kind of just continuously build, but when you have to, break um, in between, where, you could have just drew out, it can make it quite difficult. So just trying to get everything kind of lined up, trying to make sure everything kind of looks good, everything kind of works and flows and everything. Like, see, when I can do something like that, where I can just kind of do these nice, just straight shots where I don't have any issues. And one thing I have to do is I have to make sure I have that, that pointer like right where it should be. But yeah, so we get this nice, fence around the high school. I did actually expand the high school in this video too. Unfortunately, I didn't have any audio, like I said, so we had doubled the capacity because we were actually running out of capacity for that high school. So here we were building it for the elementary school. I got like a lot of good practice when I was doing it for the high school. So we got a lot done here. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the voiceover here. I'll just put on some music and then we'll do some nice flyover shots that I got of the new downtown area, and just take a look at how it looks and watch it grow, and then we'll go from there. So like I said, if you have any suggestions, leave them down below. It helps me out a lot if you can just hit a like button or subscribe, hit the notification. Anything does help out the channel, and if you like these videos, it is greatly appreciated. I do very much appreciate it, and I thank you for that. So until next time, I'll talk to you later.